Hi guys, welcome to Souls Know Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your guidance message for Friday the 17th through to Sunday the 19th of April 2020. I'm going to be pulling a card from the angels, gods and goddesses to set the theme, there we go, or the tone of this reading. And we have the goddess of oneness. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. Yeah, we can get all of that in. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Now we had, I don't know, I just had a feeling that the midweek reading had a relationship tinge to it. And I find it strange as well, during this time of quarantine, you may be hearing from people of the past, people that you were in relationship with, and not just intimately. I'm talking about emotional connections, those that may be estranged, those that you do not actually speak to here and now. So you may be hearing from people that you haven't in a while. And that will be the energy that's playing out collectively for all of us. With this quarantine, a lot of people are going within. Yeah, we've got the Six of Wands. So a lot of people are going within. They're doing the self-reflection work that they may not have done at the time when you were connected to them. But it says here, someone that you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. I'm seeing the tree. So that speaks of roots. So this is somebody that you could have had a deep connection with. It could be family, because the roots also speak to me about, you know, our ancestry or lineage, our family tree in some way. But your beautiful energy starting off with this, wow, the Six of Wands. Right, let me go and grab that. And then we've got the Page of Cups for the energy playing out for the next couple of days. I'm going to pull one more for that Page of Cups. It could be a person, it could be an energy. Whoa, wow, we've got the Knight of Cups. And then the Seven of Cups. Wow, lots of Cups energy, yeah. So what I said at the beginning of this reading about potentially hearing from, whether this is an old romantic connection or somebody that you were emotionally connected to, outside of like an intimate relationship. You may be hearing from people over this weekend. I think I was saying that this quarantine lockdown is sort of having a lot of people do the self-reflection work that they may have been putting off during previous points in time, which is why you'd be hearing from them during this time of quarantine. Like I say, they've been going within. They've slowed down their own energy enough to reflect on how much, like I say, if someone's thinking of you fondly, that's an impression that you kind of left on them in some way. Right, okay, let's get our challenge and opportunity. Yeah, Four of Cups. Wow, that's a hell of a lot of Cups energy. Right, bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. Oh, no, that's not the bottom of the deck. There's a card here. Seven of Swords. Wow, we had that in the midweek. And then the Eight of Pentacles was under that. Right, okay. Let's dive into this. So you're showing up as the Six of Wands. And as I was saying, this is like recognition. It's success. So if you're hearing, like I say, from people over this weekend, it may make you feel good. That recognition that you may have been wanting to come in is finally coming in. But it's kind of a reflection of you, though. It's like you're feeling good. You're sort of, as we mentioned in the midweek reading, you're recognizing your worth, your value. You're seeing the beauty. And that's not just a physical beauty. That's a connection to source, a connection to spirit, how you nurture it, stepping into that feminine energy, which is all about your sensuality. Like I say, your ability to nurture, your ability to manifest. So you're feeling abundant over this weekend, which is absolutely beautiful. Six to me is an energy that speaks about love. So the self-love that's going on here. And it almost feels like as you emit that energy, as you feel that energy within yourself, you emit that energy. And that's when it connects with other people. It's like they're picking up on your vibe. They're picking up on your happiness, your success. And that may be what is causing them to think fondly of you at the moment. Really, really interesting. Like I say, and then all the rest of the cards are Cups energy. So we've got the Page and the Knight and the Seven of Cups to represent the energy that's playing out for the next couple of days. And energy is fluid, guys. So you may have already experienced this. It may be experienced a lot, well, after this weekend. But the Page and the Knight of Cups both speak about an emotional message coming in. It could be an apology. It could be a recognition, like I say, of how somebody feels about you. You could be hearing that now, like physically making contact, extending some sort of offer with this Knight of Cups. I'm not going to say you're going to get roses on your doorstep, but it's that kind of energy. The Knight of Cups is proposing an offer of emotion. It could be, like I say, a heartfelt conversation. It could be an email. It could be a text. Because we are in isolation, the ways in which this could be communicated at the moment are limited. I'm not really seeing anybody going out on dates or anything like that. But you're going to be made aware that somebody is thinking fondly of you over the weekend. Now, to you, it may come as a surprise. I'm just seeing this pig in the top corner of this card here. And like they say, pigs might fly. So this may be something that you wanted to hear a while ago or when you were in connection with this person. But as it comes out of the blue, well, I'm kind of giving you the heads up. But as this comes out of the blue, it's kind of unexpected for you, which is what I'm getting. It feels as though the person that you're dealing with, their heart chakra is opening, or they're opening their heart. They're seeing things clearly now. They're seeing, like I say, your success, your beauty, especially if we sort of piggyback this off the midweek reading that we got. So you're emitting a really powerful, strong energy of self-love at the moment. And I'm just seeing these energy waves that are sort of beaming off this guy's chest. It's like they're being received, they're being picked up by somebody that you had an emotional connection with. Could be a water sign person. I think I mentioned water sign in the midweek reading as well, which is really, really strange that all these cards have come up and I've used a completely different deck. Then we've got the Seven of Cups that comes up. So it almost feels like as you receive this message, this communication, this emotional reaching out from somebody, it can cause a sense of confusion within you. Like I say, you're standing pretty in this Six of Wands energy. And it's like your back is to all of this. So it's not something that you necessarily wanted or were looking for, looking for it to happen at this point. So it may leave you feeling confused. Well, this could be the energy of the other person that you're dealing with as well. Like I say, if this person's recognizing your worth, your value, and they didn't in the past, they could be the ones that are now sort of in this state of confusion because they're almost like not really understanding where these feelings have all of a sudden come from. But they're being sort of urged or pushed by the universe, urged or pushed by the opening of their heart chakra from this time and space that they've taken away from the day-to-day distractions or duties that they've had that might be leaving them in this feeling of confusion. This could be your energy, so you could be extending this to somebody as well. It can work vice versa. It all depends on how the energy is going to sort of play out for you. But 7 to me is a number that speaks about reflection. So after a period of reflection, like I was saying, the fact that we're all in isolation at the moment. So after a period of reflection, it's like this person is going to take action. They're going to assess the situation, assess how they feel, assess all of these options, these pathways, pick a direction, and then actually take steps to move towards it. But it's also about you having trust and faith in things that you cannot see. Or this person that you're dealing with having, trust and faith and taking that risk by reaching out on an emotional level in some way. Now, the energy that we've got for your challenge or your opportunity is the Four of Cups. So it almost feels as though, like I said with the Six of Wands, it's not, let's say this is an apology or somebody reaching out to express their emotions to you or how fondly it is that they're thinking about you or, stuff of the past. This is an energy of contemplation. So it's like you've created a firm foundation. You're in a very emotionally stable place at the moment. And it feels as though you may not want to be distracted by this offer that's coming in. Can you see that there's like a bowl here and there's a rainbow? And we always see rainbows after the storm. So it's like you've kind of removed yourself from that energy in the past. And this offer coming in or this offer being presented to you, you're not wanting it to rock your world or shake your foundation in some way. But it feels to me as though this person's going to be pretty persistent in their efforts to, whether it's make contact or to express themselves on an emotional level. Now, you may be wanting to sort of ignore this offer or this communication, because we do have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And like I said, this came out in the midweek reading. So you could have dealt with this person, or when you dealt with this person in the past, there was lots of mind games, or you felt as though, you know, there was a lot of strategic, let's say, communication that was coming through. Like you never really felt as though you got the truth of the situation. I'm just seeing like this moon in the background, so it may have caused confusion, or the situation that you were dealing with this person in the past was confusing. You felt as though there was a deceptive energy going on. And I saw the Eight of Pentacles underneath this card. That's what I thought the original bottom of the deck was. So it almost feels to me as though you're focused on work. You're focused on building, like, or changing some sort of aspect in your world. I also feel as though you have changed, because we have these phases of the moon here. And as I just mentioned, the moon is like a major focus in this particular card at the top. But then we see all of these moon phases. So it's almost like you have changed. You know, you've allowed the cycle to, from the past to the future, to complete. And you're no longer sort of, well, the Eight of Pentacles does speak about doing work or putting work into something. But I'm just picking up an energy that you're, especially with this Four of Cups, that you're focused elsewhere. You're focused on what is going to give you a return for the energy, the effort, the time that you've potentially put into something. So I'm going to pull a couple of clarifiers and then we'll wrap this up. But what an interesting reading. Really, really interesting. So I'm going to clarify the Page and the Knight of Cups. What I will say though is there's growth here. To go from a Page to a Knight shows some level of maturing, or, you know, that's happened, or that is in the process of happening. This person still may be confused. They still may have options, because we do have the Seven of Cups, so we can't ignore that. If that was in the reversed position, it would say that, you know, that either you or they have slimmed down their options, or they've picked a path. They're no longer confused. But with so many Cups cards on the table, I've got to say that, yeah, there may still be a level of emotional confusion, even though they may have matured or grown in some way. So let's clarify the Page and the Knight of Cups and the Seven. Why is this energy here playing out for the weekend? Right, okay. We had the Death card. It did fall to turn into the reversed. So yeah, like I was saying, in the upright, the Death card speaks about change, the end of a cycle, having learnt the lesson. Now, if this is going to come out in the reverse position, then this is sort of like repeating of an old cycle. So like I said, you may feel that this offer, this apology or whatever is disingenuous in some way, because you don't feel as though the person has actually changed. And like I said, with this Seven of Cups, there is still a level of emotional confusion surrounding whatever is coming in on an emotional level. Right, let's keep going. Right, so Death is Scorpio energy. Seven of Cups is also Scorpio energy. Right, okay, we've got the Queen of Swords and we've got the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is usually that player energy in and out. It does represent Sagittarius in terms of the astrology. But like I said, this is somebody here where it feels as though they haven't learned the lesson. They're still wanting to be in and out, not really making a commitment. There's no kings here. A king would show real maturity, especially the King of Cups. And we had that in the midweek reading, but it came out kind of on its side. So again, we're not strictly in that mature, emotionally grounded energy. So you may feel as though the confusion surrounds whether this person has actually changed or not. And we've got this Queen of Swords, which speaks about cutting through the illusions, cutting through the bullshit, potentially cutting somebody out of your life. So if this offer does come through, it feels as though you guys are not going to want to accept it. We do have this Four of Cups, which, like I say, is refusing an offer, an emotional offer, an Ace of Cups type energy that comes in. Right, let's clarify the Four of Cups. Oh, wow. We've got the Two of Cups in the reversed. and the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, you're going to, well, it feels as though this isn't your challenge or your opportunity. So it's obviously we all have free will. So I'm not going to tell you what to do, but this can be read in two ways. If this is a challenge for you, then some of you are refusing this Ace of Cups that's coming in, and you're being encouraged to really look at or assess your emotions and feelings in relation to this situation. Look at the offer that's being presented with this Page of Pentacles, because there is a union, a relationship here. It's in the reverse position, but this will have everything to do with your attitude, your outlook, your mindset, where you're at and what you're wanting. For those of you where this is an opportunity, you're refusing the offer that's being presented with this whole load of cards in the middle. You're refusing the apology, the reconciliation, the energy coming in to sort of emotionally connect with you again, because you see this relationship is over. You ended it, you walked away. It's like you took your cup back in some way, and it's like for those of you where this resonates, you're waiting for a new offer to be presented that's more stable, that's more grounded. Right, okay, let's pop those there. And I'm going to pull some guidance messages on this. So let's see what we've got going on. Right, so let's get a Mind, Body, Spirit Oracle card. But fascinating reading, and because you're stepping in with the Six of Wands energy, it's like you've already achieved your victory, your success, public recognition in some way. So it's like you almost don't feel as though you need whatever this emotional, whether it's an apology, an offer, a reconciliation that's wanted, or you're not wanting it to cause a level of confusion within you because you feel quite focused, whether this is on your work, on your passions, what you're aspiring to towards the future, or even a spiritual connection. Right, okay, let's grab one of these. Right, let's get this one. We have family. The situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So like I said, for some of you, this has got nothing to do with a romantic situation. It's a family situation. But again, it would be because of this lockdown, this self-reflection time that we're all being given, that this family member is wanting to reach out. We all have free will, so it's completely your choice whether you choose to accept or not accept this offer. Right, okay, let's grab one of these. But that kind of blew my mind. Right, okay. Let's see what we've got going on. This one. And we have treasure chest. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. And yeah, that's this Six of Wands. That's what you're calling in. You're stepping in, like I say, this powerful healing energy, or you've done this level of healing where your attention, your focus is on what it is that you've been working towards. Like I say, there's been a level of growth or change, and it feels as though you're going to be rewarded in some way for the work, the effort, the energy that you've put into a situation. Right, finally, let's grab a wisdom of the hidden realms to tie everything up. Whoa, we've got two there. Right, okay. And just to let you know, guys, I'm actually going to take next week off. Oh my gosh, this lockdown, it's not even stressing me out so much as in, you know, with the coronavirus, but it's just how it's changed everyday life. I think shopping takes me a whole day to do now. I've got other projects that I'm working on that I really need to dedicate some time towards. So I will be back. I'm not sure if it's going to be here or over on the old channel, but keep an eye on the community tab and I will surely let you know what's going on. So we have the High Lady of Love and Compassion, and then the Lady in the Mirror. Right, so for you ladies out there, like I say, I feel that this is your energy. And it would be a masculine energy, not just because of the visuals that I get on the cards, but just from the energy that I'm picking up that would be coming in. So the words that we have are reverence, kindness, consideration, reflection and non-judgment. So I'm going to read both of those from the book. So number 1 speaks about new beginnings, new inspiration. It's also an energy that talks about, you know, starting something again. And then 44 is again reduces down to an 8, which speaks about evaluation, movement, action, rebirth, regeneration of some kind. So let's jump into this. When the High Lady of Love and Compassion chooses to be your ally, she brings you a deep and meaningful message. She reminds you that only love is real. It is the sole, unconditional and true power behind all means of manifesting out of the unseen into the material. Love's greatest creative power is ignited by the conscious action of compassion. Generosity of the heart, reverence, respect and empathy for all living things brings you profound power to live a life of happiness and contentment. Love, compassion and kindness to all must be the impulse behind your thoughts, feelings and actions when your intention is to create a prosperous and abundant life. Unconditional love will be returned tenfold. The High Lady also reminds you that she chooses to be your ally, that she brings you evidence that you are loved. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going to repeat that again. The High Lady also reminds you when she chooses to be your ally that she brings you evidence that you are loved. All manner of synchronicities align in your favour. If your question refers to a relationship, you're required to think of the other person and inquire what is in his or her highest good. Give selflessly without asking for or expecting anything in return and let go. What is yours will come to you. Kindness always returns somehow. You will surely receive that which you give in many ways, no, in many more ways than you can imagine. Wow, that was pretty deep. It's not for me to tell you what to do. I'm just reading the cards, guys. And then we've got 44, and this is the last card. So we've got the first and the last card in this deck. The Lady of the Mirror is both ally and challenger, asking you to see yourself in the mirror made by the events of your life. She represents the powerful force of the law of attraction and reminds you that what you are is what you attract. This isn't to say that you need to blame yourself for inviting transgressions or if you find yourself a victim of a big picture event. This is a distorted interpretation of this law. Certain events are fated to test our faith. Rather, find yourself within the web woven through your life, your relationships, opportunities, desires, seeming failures and successes. Observe how you've responded to life's challenges, great and small, and be aware of what is familiar in the present. Release all judgment and accept things exactly as they are with love. The Lady of the Mirror asks you to honour every part of your story as essential to your highest unfolding. Can you see yourself as being exactly where you need to be on your path? Do you love what you see in the mirror? Can you perceive your part in the reactions and motivations behind your current inquiry? You will find your answer in a thorough and honest self-appraisal. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That was so deep. So there's a lot for you guys to think about. This could be something to do with family. It could be something to do with love or relationship. But like I say, there was something in the past that is reflected with the Seven of Swords energy that may have an impact on how you choose to react or respond to this, whether it's an apology, a reconciliation, some sort of emotional gesture that's being offered to you at the moment. I'm going to leave it at that. Right then, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.